Attacks wander a little bit too far out and need a heal from the apothecary to keep from bleeding. Las Cannon positioning is now exposed to Drinniol. So he knows this whole middle area is off limits for a visible Blood Crusher, and so with Tzeentch Worship, he's going to start moving in. All these units now exposed by the scouts and their sergeant. However, the Bloodletters are upon the Las Cannon. The scouts are taking a huge amount of damage from those Tzeentch Chaos Marines. However, the Assault Marines are now on top of them, and assuming this apothecary doesn't go down, that's going to be pretty intimidating. He gets a heal off and retreats. However, those Bloodletters are on him. The heretics block the Bloodletters, however, and save the apothecary, and a jump from the assaults is going to help protect that even further. However, the assaults may start bleeding models here. There goes one. And the sorcerer protects the assault against further battery by the heretics. And the first gen bash of the game going down. Drinniol getting Las Cannon now on his Blood Crusher. Oh, he's quite low on hit points now. 2 more shots from that Las Cannon, he'll be gone without worship support. However, he does have 2 heretic squads here. Either one can worship. The scouts driven off immediately by this Chaos Sorcerer. Scouts now looking to come help detect all of this. Ooh, Apothecary getting focused. Purification Rites saving him there as he heals and gets on retreat. Heretic squad quite low on hit points as a retreat grenade misses. And in come the Bloodletters yet again. However, this time the assaults and the tacticals are there to support, and there's no worship for the Bloodletters, so they're going to have to retreat out of there, and they're going to be quite low on hit points as they do so. And the charge actually backfiring there, bleeding another Bloodletter model. Riku now is floating an insane amount of resources.
We have 200 points remaining.
And a Dreadnought is queued up.
Scouts ready.
Scouts now in quite a bit of trouble here as the Chaos Sorcerer with his flaming sword starts barbecuing them. They may have to start a retreat here without support. But an Apothecary heal is forthcoming? Nope, they're just in healing aura now. I didn't know you could actually use repair on a Blood Crusher. Well, that's good information to have. I thought only worship would heal them. Well, now you know. Repair from Heretic Squad works on a Blood Crusher. And I assume any other squad that has repair. Still no Thunder and Lightning for these Assault Marines, so there's still not going to be a Melt-A-Bomb. And the Las Cannon is not out here to help deal with that nasty, nasty Blood Crusher. However, VP caps are now even. That cushion that we were talking about that Riku had is now entirely gone. Drinniol is in the lead by about 71 VPs. And he's got Tier 3 on the way. And there's Thunder and Lightning finally getting upgraded for those assaults. And in comes the Dreadnought. Now Drinniol only has Blood Crusher, or the Bloodletters are really anti-vehicle. The Blood Crusher does do heavy melee as well, but is going to have to worry about this Las Cannon.
We must reverse the course of the battle. We shall make it so.
VP captures now again in Drinniol's favor. These scouts trying to fix that, but ultimately driven off. Bloodletters using their teleport in the path of these scouts. They may not be able to get out. Oh, but they do. Very good positioning before hitting retreat by Riku. That's a good thing to note from these expert players, is they don't always hit retreat right when retreating is what their mind is set to. They make sure the unit is in a good position before doing it. Or at least the best position they can get. Lots of caps going down now for Riku in the middle. That's going to bait this whole Chaos Force right into the cone of fire of that Las Cannon, and that's going to mean that Blood Crusher is going to start getting blasted. Now it looks like Drinniol's the one trying to bait Riku into this engagement. Power Axe and Armor of Purity now up for the Apothecary, so that means he's going to be able to heal more often, and the Power Axe is going to make sure he has the energy to do it. However, he is getting hit pretty hard, so he's going to have to use that first heal on himself. The Las Cannon setting back up. The stun from the Dreadnought a little bit too late to save the Apothecary. And now with the Laz hammering away at that Blood Crusher, it's only going to be a few more shots before they go down. However, Subjugation was used on the Assaults, and they were forced to jump on their own Laz team. Down goes one Heretic squad, and if the Melt-A-Bomb gets off on that, a Laz shot gets off on that, down goes the Blood Crusher. The Assault Marines are going to have to get out of there. Sans Sergeant and Sans a model. Lairman's used to pick the Apothecary back up, get him in on that Tzeentch Marine squads there, drive them off quite effectively. A Chaos Predator now on the way for Drinniol. That's going to effectively counter this Dreadnought, as the new Speed Dreadnought can easily, or Predator can easily kite a Dreadnought eternally, even with its Melta upgrade, especially on a wide open map like this. Scouts coming in to repair this Dreadnought, likely in this cubby out of line of sight of any probing anti-vehicle weapons. Riku now desperate on VPs at 62. He really can't afford to lose control of them again here. And this is a big Chaos Force with a lot of danger here, especially with the Tome of Subjugation on the Chaos Sorcerer to control those assaults. In they jump. Bloodletter's there, ready to counter. They're in a lot of trouble now. They're going to have to retreat. Bleeding one model, two models. Oh no, the Dreadnought's going in against the Bloodletters and the Chaos Pred. It's going to go down if it does not... Oh, the stun comes off just in time, and as the repair goes down, and the Predator switch targets to the Apothecary before switching back to the Dreadnought, and the Bloodletter is ultimately driven off there as well. This Predator is in a really bad positioning. A nice retreat grenade there, catching another Bloodletter model, and the Pred is still not out of the Las Cannon range, and down it goes. Oh no, Drinniol. Oh no. Losing that Dreadnought or Predator as soon as it appeared, and also remarking on the super duper long range of the Space Marine Las Cannon. Indeed, it is very, very long. I think it's almost as long as the Beamy. The Beamy Luda, that is, for the Orcs. And up goes the Apothecary again with that nasty, nasty Laramans, and They Shall Know No Fear popped on the Tacticals there. He'll be able to support them no problem. Oh no, Subjugation used on the Assault. That's going to force that Apothecary to die. Meanwhile, repairs still going down on this Dreadnought. And Merciless Strike being used. Now back in control of his assaults. Riku is running them the long way around this big pile before able to get enough energy to jump to safety and hit the retreat. Very good move by Riku, saving those assaults from almost certain doom. If he'd hit retreat right away after getting out of Subjugation, no question they would have died. Worship now going down. However, with that Sergeant still there and those Scouts, they are able to see those units before they even expose themselves. Oh no, the Scouts may not make it out, however they do, as those Bloodletters were in a bit of a trouble there and forced to use Warp Shift. Last Heretic squad looks like it is going to make it out with 50 hit points and 2 models. Tactical's in a lot of trouble here. Even with the assaults now and They Shall Know No Fear popped, they lose their Sergeant and 2 models. However, the Bloodletters are in a lot of trouble as well. Another Dreadnought on the way for Riku now. The assaults have been once again mind controlled. However, they don't have enough energy to use Melt-A-Bomb, fortunately. for Riku. A good move, just running that Dreadnought away instead of fighting his own units. And with 44 VPs left, the caps are going back towards Riku again. And the army size is decidedly in his favor. Especially with a second Dreadnought on the field, and Drinniol lacking a ranged AV option. Las Cannon's in a bit of trouble here as the Bloodletters rush in. However, the Assaults are here as well, and with no Chaos Sorcerer to mind control them, they're going to have to warp shift under Worship's influence. Now the Sorcerer is in the game. Does he have enough energy for another Subjugate? Or will he consume a Heretic to do so? Or is it even off cooldown? The nice special from that Sorcerer knocking back the Apo. Bloodletter is weirdly not focusing the Dreadnought as much as one would hope. Apo's going to have to pop the heal on himself. He does, and that Sorcerer is dead. Tactical's guarding this spot from this Chaos Marine advance. They're going to go into melee after popping Kraken Bolts for some reason. Well, Drinniol should know that he's floating 999 red right now. So of course Riku can pop Laramans a lot when there's that much red in the game. I really think Drinniol got overconfident here and forgot about his red abilities. Popping Massive Warp with the Mass Teleport of the Chaos Sorcerer, Dark Flames, Summoning Circle, or even Imperial Abyss. He has enough red to pop 2 Imperial Abysses. And yet, not using it, and GGing out. So there you have it. Riku turned that one around. He played very well, but I'm going to say I think Drinniol was his own worst enemy there, forgetting about his red abilities. Let's go take a look at the scoreboard and see what it has to say about this. Yeah, and Drinniol even getting champion here. That is a very clear indicator that he should have been able to pull this out, but unfortunately he is bleeding too greatly there, and yeah, just wasn't able to have the focus necessary to deploy abilities that would have saved his booty there. Alright, so that is part 1 of this episode. This is going to be a Riku episode, as the next replay is also from Riku. So feel free to check that out if you'd like to, and if not, thanks for watching.